Hi guys, welcome back to our little cottage here on the river in the far north of Idaho. You might be able to tell by my voice that I have been sick for the past week or so, and so I am going to attempt to do the voiceover for this little video, so please bear with me. But in this video, I'm going to share with you my recipe for easy roasted pork tenderloin with potatoes. And this all gets cooked together in one pan, and I love to use my big cast iron skillet for this. So for the pork, the first thing you're going to do is mix together some onion powder and garlic powder, and then also some paprika and chipotle chili powder. And you're also going to add in some herbes de Provence and some brown sugar. And you're just going to mix this all together until it is well incorporated. And you are going to put this on the pork tenderloins. And this recipe uses 2 pork tenderloins, and they're about a pound each, a little over a pound each. And I just use the ones that you can get from Costco. And then, you also want to add a little bit of salt to the rub, and about a teaspoon or so. And as I said, you're going to put this onto the pork loins and rub them down with the dry rub mixture. Now you can use honey if you want instead of brown sugar. And of course the honey is going to make the rub not a dry rub, but you can still get it in there and just get it all over the pork loins. And so you just want to work it around, get them completely covered in the rub. Now this does not have to sit, like you don't have to marinate it. You could if you wanted, but this is ready to go as soon as you get it covered in the rub. And one thing you want to make sure, because you're cooking the potatoes and the tenderloin together, make sure that your potatoes are the correct size. So here I had just cut the little, they were baby red potatoes. I had just cut them in half, and really I should have quartered them, at least quartered them. So make sure they're about 1 inch or so in size. But here I added a couple tablespoons of avocado oil to the pan, and then I threw the potatoes in and toss them around with some salt and pepper. And then I made a little spot in the middle, I guess you could say. I just arranged them around the edge of the pan, and I put the pork roast in the middle of the pan. And so also you want your oven to be preheating at 400 degrees at this point to get ready to go. So here I'm putting the pork loins or pork tenderloin into the skillet with the potatoes, and you're going to cook this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until the tenderloin has an internal temperature of 145 degrees. And before you put it in the oven, you're going to want to dot the top with some butter. And so I just used about a 1/4 cup of butter and just cut it into little pieces and put it on top of the pot roast. And you do want to, like halfway through the cooking time, kind of toss your potatoes around just to make sure that they are cooking evenly. And then once you pull it out of the oven, you're going to want to let it rest. Do not cut your meat immediately out of the oven, otherwise the lovely juices that are inside are going to run all over your cutting board and you will lose out on that delicious flavor. So toss that in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, then pull it out and cover it with some foil and let it rest for 10 minutes. And then once the meat has rested for 10 minutes, you can now slice it. And I like to slice it about 1/2 inch slices. And after I slice it, I put it back into the pan with the potatoes, back into the wonderful juices that were produced during the baking time that have all of the wonderful seasonings and butter in them, and it just makes a wonderful pan sauce that you can put on the potatoes and on the meat. So just get that sliced up and put back in the pan, and it is ready to serve. You can find the full recipe over on my website, homespunannie.com, and I will also have it linked in the description box below. So I really hope you enjoyed this short little video and that you will give this recipe a try. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, share with someone else you think would enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.